Alright guys, welcome back to the Conrad Blacksmithing channel. Today we're working on a big old sucker right here. This is an 8-pound billet. We're going to see what it turns out when I'm done. So let's get the forge started here. Let her warm up. Stick that honker in there. That's all right. Right now we're developing the billet, making a rectangular prism. Alrighty. size here. I am driving the drift through the other side of the eye, because you can't just drift through one side. Do a little bit of work while it's still got some heat in it. Want to know what's happened is we took that round billet, made it into a rectangular prism, and then we punched the eye, which made this little plug here. As you can see, we just punched it 3/4 of the way through one side, and then came back up through the bottom, and this little guy came out. So now I'm taking this drift, forcing it into that eye or hole that was left by the punch. This reinforces the inside, that I can therefore forge the cheeks or the eye walls, whatever you want to call them, and we'll go up in drift size until the final eye size is achieved. I have now flattened that top side. Drift out. Don't want to squish it too much on the bases. There. Now you can see there's a lot of scale here. We'll get that off. Perfect. So we're going for a rockaway pattern here. So we're going to have to leave these lugs, cut those ones off. She's a little squiggly right now. That's all right. Now, you know what? Let's grind those off right now. A good blacksmith always chamfers his corners. Right now, I am going to drift to the top, do the same thing as before. Flatten out the top here. Not really worrying about brushing for scale right now. Do that later. Liking that freeform. Okay, this is the final drift size. So I'm not forging real hard right now. I'm just kind of smoothing everything out, making it flat. I'm going to start forging the overall freeform of the bit. Rockaway, so I'm looking for a nice sweep on the heel. So I'll start that bit. Looking good. As you can see, it's starting to kind of look like an axe now. The next heat, we'll go from the top, flatten out the top, and then do a bunch of repetition. Alright, let's see if I can get that one hit. Oh, nope. Drifts. There's our final eye shape. Go from the top. Let's get that drift in there. All right. So put it in halfway, isolate your heats, work what's hot. To the finished edge here, getting rather thin. So I'm forcing very lightly. One good thing about this coal ironworks press, control on these things is perfect. All right. So those of you that know your patterns may be wondering, that doesn't look like a rockaway, but my secret is yet to come. Secret lies in these dies. They spread material while also creating bevels. We had a lot of work forming my axis. Now, as you can see, this has the down sweep of a rockaway. And with a little bit of grinding, we'll have the up sweep of a rockaway as well. We knock that scale, do some grinding. £7-pound beast. This thing is huge. Just got to do a little bit of touch-up grinding, and she's done, ready to go. All right, guys, she's done. 7-pound rockaway. Get a good profile here. This thing is huge, massive. Started out with an 8-pound, 2-ounce billet, lost exactly 1 pound. So that's pretty cool, interesting. Usually on these bigger axes, I lose a lot more weight and scale, so pretty happy with this one. This is also a flint edge, so sucker's gonna be hard. Edge is gonna last a long time. This will also be available once it's done. So if you guys are interested, I do drops on the website every Friday at 6 p.m. Usually about 5-6 axes there, so keep your eyes out for that. And we'll see you later.